There's another video that describes how to actually work with the bins and stuff for with respect to special orders that you're doing either for service or for the counter or for internet for shipping. Um, I'm going to be describing how to actually create the bins and tell Lizzy how many of them you need. Now, where I am is I'm in settings, shipping, create customer bins. And by default, the system has the ability to track both counter, internet, and service. And then you also have the ability to create transit bins that we'll get into in other videos. But the primary thing I want to talk about in this video is the counter and the service. Counter bins by default are the bins that Lizzy's going to tell you to put parts in when you special order them for customers over the counter. So if a customer comes into the store and needs 2 parts and you don't have them, so you place an order, when they come in, Lizzy's going to randomly pick a bin, say bin 22, and tell you to put the parts in bin 22. And when the customer comes to pick them up, she'll tell you to go to bin 22 and get the parts out and give them to them. Well, the same thing happens with service. If you don't have a service bin, then Lizzy will actually go create a service or create a counter bin to put those service parts in. But if you have service bins where we've set those same numbered bins up over in the service department, then Lizzy will actually pull a distinct bin for each of the service jobs that you or service tickets that you have. So if the customer brings 3 units in, she'll actually pull 3 different bins and start putting parts in each one of them so that when the mechanic's ready to start working on the unit, you know exactly where to go get the parts and deliver them to them when they're ready. So the internet and the service and the counter bins are fairly important to use for the purpose of keeping track of all these parts. Internet is where you're actually tracking your shipments. If you're going to be shipping items out to the customers, then Lizzy uses the internet bins to do that. So basically, to use the control, you just tell it how many of these things you want to have and hit the update button, and then Lizzy will go out and create the necessary items. But it's fairly trivial to create them, and then Lizzy will use those to manage all of your special orders to make sure you know exactly where everything is.